Welcome to episode 4 of Off Air Talks. I'm Lisa MacGregor.
And I'm Ciara Yaschuk. It feels like we're at about episode 50.
50 at least.
But no, it's only 4. So if you've made it this far, I just want to thank
for
you.
holding on.
Yeah, thanks for holding on.
We're holding on tight as well. Fourth time's the charm, and it's been an adventure for sure. And we have little treats here today.
You set this one up, Lise, and this is actually one of your favorite spots in town this time of year.
Delevoy, it's European style hot chocolate. So that means kind of like melted hot chocolate. And then it's a real homemade marshmallow inside of it. Have you ever had a homemade marshmallow, see?
Oh, yeah, I just got some. It kind of sits heavy on the top. Ooh.
It does.
And it's thick. I have in
Parisian
Europe
style, yeah.
Yes. So it is a European hot chocolate style. You said you've had it in Europe too, right?
Yes. It's a little bit different in Europe, but I almost try to recreate it at home too, where it's like you get the thick hot chocolate, if you will, but it's more like just chocolate melted. And then they usually serve whipped cream and you put it on top, which is so good.
It's like a chocolate pudding consistency. Like it's very thick.
It's good though. And it's fun because Delboy's like so sweet and Anton's so nice. And he gave us a nice Christmas seasonal chocolate that's really special to him that only comes around that you can only get right now during the holiday season. Where did I put mine? Oh, here it is.
We've almost eaten the whole chocolate bar leading up to this.
It's basically called salted. It's dark in here. I almost said salted balsam fir. And it is delightful.
I love the salt on chocolate, but it also tastes like an evergreen tree. Like, you know, the smell of a Christmas tree?
And that's the vibe because it reminds Antoine of when he goes home to Quebec. He's French Canadian. Or when he doesn't get to go home, it kind of brings home to him because balsam is actually a Christmas tree. And so it really has that nostalgic flavor to it, which is so cool.
And the colors are very Christmassy.
Yeah, so it's this one right here. Don't get it wrong. Don't get the title wrong.
So I grew up on Rink hot chocolate, Lisa.
Oh, didn't we all? I wonder how much is it for you? From when I was growing up, bringing my brother's hockey pads into the rink, like old school Dawn and Rinks, it was like 35 cents. How much for you?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably went up 75.
Yeah. Mom, you got $1? And you hit this old brown machine and it just spews everywhere. Like, I swear it was made of canola oil and cocoa.
But you knew what you were getting and I loved it.
Every time. So this is definitely a treat to have real, authentic hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
But I still do, crave that old nostalgia Rink hot chocolate. Like if you're going to Tim Hortons, you know it's going to be salty and you know it's going to be thin.
Oh, yeah. It is kind of crazy to think back on that and just how old that machine was. Just shot the cup out and then shut. Those don't really exist anymore. It's kind of sad. Like there's so many things
I know
that are so old school that you just like would really count on, which, I mean, again, we talk about nostalgia all the time. I think more than ever, people are like, craving that nostalgia and just that Christmas stuff, especially right now.
We've been trying to stay away. We honestly were going to base this podcast around Christmas stuff. And I'm like, Lisa, it's still November. Like we're not even in December yet.
It has flown by though.
But oh my gosh, it absolutely has. But speaking of that, so many Christmas events are coming up. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And now being influencers, I think that it's our duty.
Are we influencing right now?
Are we?
Is that define influencer? Is that what we're doing right now?
Okay, there was a question that you asked me the other day. What was it?
I don't know. What do you think is an influencer? Or is it,
are we
too old to be influencing?
That was it.
Yes.
No, Lisa, we are not.
Never too old, I guess.
Lisa and I have this debate all the time. We actually disagree on it quite heavily. So I think nobody is ever too old to be an influencer, but also it really stresses her out when I try to do influencer type things.
I like authenticity and I don't want to do some sell jog.
You don't want to.
What is off? Describe to me what you think influencing it.
Okay, so influencing a couple years ago used to look like, a melatonin company by Vicks, for instance.
Of all the things you're choosing, okay.
It's just the easiest one.
Mm-hmm.
Would reach out and be like, hey, seriously though, you work on a morning show. That's what they used to say. Would you be a sponsor? Well, no, we weren't able to, but also it's a little cringe. So it's what if you stand there and hold this Vicks melatonin and you're like, okay, take this like I do every night, pop it, and then get your 20% off discount like that. I can't handle. And people just scroll over that. There's no time for that anymore. You have to be authentic. Like if you're going to do a nighttime reel, you're doing the face, you're having a snack, you're
I
having
know
a
you
tea.
love doing those. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's authentic. You don't?
I do agree. I think it's a fine line. I mean, frankly, this is a world we live in now. There's no more commercials and it can lead to a lot of great
Well,
things.
there is, but they're just not very good.
Well, no. Yeah, true. But it's different. Like most of advertising and most of the things you buy, it's because you saw someone on TikTok or Instagram or whatever
Yeah.
showcasing it and it leads to great stuff and you can support local. I think it's hard because if I were to do it or when I do it, it's like it's something I'm really into. Like I'm always a Delavoy. Or there's it's a fine line. But I think I just don't like the cringy things where it's just overkill.
So you're saying that this is being authentic.
I would say so.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think too, you're more skilled in that than I am. And I think we're still navigating this new space. But also you enjoy it. Like it's fun and you get to go to fun things and get to meet a lot of interesting people.
Also, a lot of women nowadays, even for clothing, they'll like street fashion, walking down the street. And if you click them, you're directed to different links that you can buy those clothing from or clothing pieces from.
So true.
And that's what they use for advertising now.
And share your like you love fashion and sharing what you do.
Yeah, I need to get on that side of it. I just added my Amazon account.
Oh, I love it.
Amazon creator account. We have to get you on that because we do use Amazon a lot. And it's good to link those things so then people can see what you're using. It's easier. They're not sending you personal DMs being like, oh, show me where this is from. It just takes them right to it.
And
so
it's fun.
Exactly. I also like that.
It's also like a lot of moms and stuff are doing it. Like it is interesting. Like you're never too old, really. It's better. The older, the better, really.
So you agree. You're not too old to be an influencer.
I think it's just, I don't like the name influencer. I feel like it just makes me cringe. I like maybe content or I don't know, maybe
there's so
I need
many,
to come up with a new name.
You do. Content creator. There's so many mommy bloggers that I absolutely love. I was telling you earlier on, there's this mommy blogger, like there's 4 kids that go to Disneyland. Then she gets the kids to voice it. So it's like a 3-year-old being like, and today, like how cute is that? How could you not want to watch that?
And you get to know people. I think it's when people are being themselves and whatnot, it's good. But if it's always, a sales pitch, I think it really depends.
Okay, we've wiped our hands clean. We've now kind of come to an agreement.
I think so. And we're learning, like it's different and we're making that transition still of trying different things. And maybe you'll change my perspective on it. And we've had a lot of fun times. And we went to PBR, essentially doing that this past weekend, which was really fun.
And a guy actually, I didn't ask or tell you this. Selling 50-50 tickets, very nice man. He's like, do you think Lisa has a tough time between YAG top stories and an influencer?
Oh, I love how you asked you that. You are kind of like my PR person.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I've been doing it my whole career. Because essentially when I started in broadcasting, I started in sports actually. And then I pushed to do sports and news at the same time. And at first I was kind of unheard of. Like I didn't know anyone else who ever did that. But I pushed and showed that I could do both. So you could be at like a quadruple murder scene. And then the next day be doing highlights of the NHL game or rodeo. And I think if you have the credibility and you just are yourself, then it's like happy story, sad story. And that's just the way it is. But a lot's changed since then. So now and how hard is it to just go shoot the shit with my bestie after work about what we would be doing anyways, right?
That is very true. But you also have to be versatile. And that's kind of what we were trained in. Like
How about you? Like when you go you've done so many different things when it comes to.
Are you kidding? I've had the fluffiest roles in the entire world. Community, weather, and now this.
Do you miss, I'm wondering because I think you never give yourself enough credit. You sometimes are like, oh, whatever. You're very intelligent and funny.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you can show your personality. Do you find that you've always liked having those lighter roles? Have you ever wanted something more? I mean, you don't want something more serious, but.
No, absolutely not. I hate being depressed and I've been depressed for too long.
Are you doing better this week?
No, it was horrible.
Ugh.
I cried all day yesterday. I didn't even know why. Maybe it's my hormones. Maybe it's that time of month.
Well, it's literally open the door and it's dark outside. So it's so gloomy.
Lisa, speaking of hormones, we're at this time where last year
it's crazy.
You had quite
the hormones were flying. And no, I don't have some hidden baby or anything.
Twins.
At this exact time last year, no, maybe one day, I actually froze my eggs. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's essentially you put your eggs on ice and then down the road, because as you get older, you have less eggs producing. Then you put them on ice. And then if, let's say I wake up at 60, just kidding, I won't have a baby at 60, but let's say you wake up and I want to try to have kids later on than I maybe planned, and it might be difficult, then I have this kind of insurance policy, hopefully, that you can take those, you make it into an embryo with sperm, and then you go through the IVF process, which is a lot of what people do essentially, but this is kind of like the start of it. So I took all these I was shooting myself up for 10 days.
You had bruises.
Yeah.
It was,
and you're packing a lot of water weight. It took a bit to keep off a couple pounds here and there, and I stopped drinking.
And also the mental issue too. Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine when women are actually pregnant and notice their body changing significantly, even just with that. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have a baby. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that's like.
Mhm.
But what's interesting about that time is that, I stopped drinking. I wanted to put my best foot forward, especially because it's very costly. I mean, coffee, I used to drink 1 liter a day, and I cut that out even just to, whatever I could do to be really healthy and put my best eggs forward. I don't even know if it makes a difference. But one thing my advice would be to people is, in a perfect world, I would have done a long time ago, but you just never think about it, and you never think there's any issue, because if you go for your normal checkup, like your PAP, which is actually irrelevant for getting deeper into the women's reproductive system.
Totally.
But, your egg count actually goes down as you get older. So like perfect world, I would have done it years ago, but I didn't. And financially, it was just like, it's a lot, like it's 10 grand minimum. And that's like when you have,
and you had to do that twice.
Yeah, I did it twice. So I also did in September that year, and it was just like a lot of learning and
we should have put a GoFundMe up. Help Lisa store her eggs. Maybe we'll do that for me.
But it's okay. It was money well spent, and I feel great about it. I learned so much, because the first time it worked, but it didn't. But you learn, it's like, so AMH level is what any woman can do, and I highly recommend it, especially if like maybe you're 30 years old and you just don't know, like maybe you're someone that doesn't have a high egg count really young, like everyone's different. And I still am okay. It's just, being a good candidate for egg freezing is very different than being someone that can have babies, like two very different things. But when they retrieve the eggs, they were immature. In a lab, you can mature them, but it's just kind of like...
Can you actually?
Yeah, which is wild.
Whoa.
Learn that. But I didn't even know that was a thing. You just think everything's a sure thing. And then as you go, and then I did it again. And it's a lot of money, but it's well worth it. And yeah, if you think that you're someone that maybe is a late bloomer...
I need to do this.
Yeah, I think you should, especially, Sarah, because you've dealt with certain crazy things in terms of your fertility. Well, not fertility, but your body.
Well, we're hoping not.
Yes, but true. But you've dealt with a lot that could...
Yeah, I grew up with severe ovarian cysts, like really bad, which turned into endometriosis. So I had a lot of episodes. Like when I was 16, we found out I was running on the treadmill, and really high activity. That's if they're really big, the cysts, that's when they rupture.
Wow. That's so dangerous.
So yeah, I fainted on the treadmill, then went to the doctor, found out I had a bunch of ovarian cysts on my ovaries. I've actually had quite a few taken off and like popped in the hospital at different times. But then I was on an IUD and birth control to stop the cysts, because if you're not ovulating, then the cysts normally don't happen. But that's also so bad for your body. Like that is so much estrogen that's being pumped in. So any of my previous boyfriends that are watching, if you're wondering why I was never stable, maybe that's why I had a lot of estrogen.
Maybe
it's like I was pregnant for 7 years. No, just kidding.
Exactly. Stuff women have to deal with. They may be on birth control, all this kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, but I would always faint. Like I fainted once when I was in Saskatoon at my news job on the desk. Like ambulance had to come. I went to the hospital.
I don't laugh at that, but picturing you getting wheeled out of an ambulance, it's just...
No, it's like...
You'd probably still be smiling. Like,
seriously, on fentanyl. I even decided to take I have a Snapchat video of me in the ambulance on fentanyl. Like,
of course. Are you kidding me?
No,
I gotta see that video.
I deleted Snapchat, but we could maybe find it.
Ciara reminds me of, some people would relate, of in the movie Wayne's World, of, I think her name's Kimberly or something, where she is driving the bicycle and then she ends up in a neck brace. That's something Ciara would do. 100%.
I was once...
Or for a lawsuit.
I was once called an organized agent of chaos.
That's for sure, thanks to ChatGPT, but I will say it's a pretty epic name.
Do you know what? I'm going to stand by that. It's like the Tasmanian devil. Wind him up, watch him go.
And by the way, it's way better than being a snooze fest.
I don't know about that. Some may disagree. But yeah, it's been a journey. So it's definitely something to look into. You've opened up my eyes to that.
Well, explain to what is endometriosis? Like technically, is it like
It's just, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so you maybe
Just
should
like
look
one
it
on
up and
TV.
not go by me. But it's just a lot of scarring on your ovaries from the cysts that have ruptured over the years. And then your lining, it just gets really thick. A lot of women have to get their entire uterus scraped. I
Maybe like
know,
a high risk pregnancy too.
yeah, exactly. I know quite a few who have had to have that done, and it is not fun. So again, just take care of yourself. Women, if you're trying to have kids, we are actually in that age range. Yes, we are nowhere near having children.
Because people are having them later nowadays, which I am so happy about. Like I love it. Into your 40s, why not?
Yeah.
If you're able to, like you have to be careful, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. But it's definitely something to talk about. And we are kind of talking about this whole topic this weekend. And we're like, do you know what? We both have had kind of issues or things that are high concern. So we figured it was something to definitely bring to attention because
Also be optimistic because you never know
yeah,
in life. And I think you can't plan anything. And I think you have to just be positive and have faith. And you never know how life's going to go, but that doesn't mean it's the wrong path. And I think you just have to trust.
yeah.
And when the time is right for you, the time is right. It's better than being with the wrong person or not being ready or whatever.
Or even if you're just ready to take it on by yourself, like you
Yeah,
might be
people do that.
financially stable. I know so many strong women that are doing their thing and
amazing.
they're raising kids and they want to do it. They're just
Yeah.
things are a little bit different nowadays. So whatever your
Wow.
path is, embrace it and go after it.
Yes, I admire the women that are willing to do that solo. That's a heavy lift. But I also hear from so many women that are like, they almost wish they did it solo, which is terrible. But whatever the case may be, who knows? There's Sea Dog. You and I maybe we'll be what do they call it? Barefoot
Sister,
and pregnant.
you and I can be sister wives.
I mean, it would be kind of fun.
We each just are
Yeah.
bouncing a kid off our lap. You never know.
I want to be able to get like I think the best combo would be fraternal twins because they don't look the same. Could be boy and girl, and it's 2 in 1.
Hey, you never know. Well, maybe I'll be able to play this back to you in 3 years and be like, look, you've got your fraternal twins.
And I cringe at life. I'm like, I hate it.
Okay, but could you imagine being a single mom at Christmas and twins, triplets, and now you gotta get all the gifts. So I think that what I would do is just toss on some Christmas movies. Like Merry Christmas.
True. I mean, really, I think nowadays too, because it's so crazy now. I can't imagine with Christmas, but there's so many hilarious Christmas movies. Like you sent me yesterday, you were like, look at this movie. And you were saying, what was it? Casablanca Christmas?
No, you guys, this is so funny.
I looked the other way, I guess.
So I took a screenshot. Netflix has the most cringiest Christmas movies and they just keep pumping them out. Like
so bad.
But I love them because they are so bad. I love Hallmark Christmas movies, but I think Netflix has taken over because they're even worse. So it was the description of it. I wish I had it in front of me. It was like podcaster tries to find the love of her life in New York City. Like that's really where we're going. Lisa missed that whole description, I guess.
I literally said just what the doctor ordered when I was like Casablanca Santa or something.
No.
I don't know.
Anyways, I was having my cry fest yesterday, so she figured it was a good fit.
What is your go-to Christmas movies? Like, is it, I mean, are they the token ones?
Yes, of course. I grew up on The Holiday, The Polar Express. Do you know what? For 5 years in a row, my family and I went to the movie theater because they would play in Moose Jaw Polar Express.
No
and we would do that on
way.
Christmas Eve after church.
That's so nice.
So it's kind of iconic in our family. The Grinch, Elf. My favorite part, 10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
Oh,
that's it's iconic.
You gotta watch The Holiday again. It just like makes you feel.
I've watched it already, but I'll watch it with
watch
you.
it again. Okay.
What are yours? Yours are different than mine. Much different.
Mine are much different. I mean, of course, there's the people. I've never been that hardcore about the Die Hard, but a lot of people watch Die Hard for Christmas. I get it, sort of. But mine, I feel like, are ones that people forget are actually Christmas movies. And one of them is Gremlins. Love me a little cute gizmo. And
what did you say it reminds you of?
It reminds me of my chickens because they're little fluff balls. And it like, I don't know.
Will we ever go through an episode without the chickens?
People want to hear about the chickens. Just like right now, for example.
Who did it remind you of?
Blanche, my white chicken, because she's actually molting right now and she's being a little bioche. She just picture a chicken with no feathers. Like you can see half of her bare pink skin and she's pissed about it. And she's not laying any eggs either, but there's just white feathers everywhere. Like
I can see you bringing her in, being like, "Watch Christmas with
a
me.
little snug on
Let
the
me
couch.
give you a pet."
She's a fluff. Well, she's she's an asshole. Every white chicken is usually an asshole, but
Really?
yeah, I think that's what I've heard. But
And then what did you say the night before?
oh no, so I was thinking the other day, I'm pretty sure that Batman Returns is it Batman Returns with Penguin or no, it's just Batman. One of the Batmans with Penguin, Catwoman, and
I've never heard this in my life.
I think it takes place at Christmas because they have the Christmas parade and little Penguin gives out gifts. That is one of the best Batman movies. It's so good.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
So the more darker ones, but I kind of like that. And have you ever seen, I wonder if Nightmare Before Christmas is Halloween or is it Christmas?
Again, I haven't seen that. I haven't
Get in the
seen
game.
3 out of the 4 that you have recommended.
That's terrible. You got to get in the game here.
I am in the game for originals. The Grinch.
Okay, fair. And they do, it is nice to keep it simple. You don't have to go dark. It's good to watch what's another classic? I mean, there's like that's a dark one too.
I feel like we're getting too much into Christmas,
I know,
but it's hard.
early.
It's hard because I love Christmas. You love Christmas.
Mhm.
We've also been trying to plan ahead for the podcast. Yes, we are getting guests.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Mhm.
But
joy us for now. Get to know us.
But Kate, what is the streetcar that we love going on in the summer?
Yeah, so I just saw that literally the streetcar of Edmonton is old school. It's like 100 years old that goes across the high level bridge. We took it one summer and I always thought, oh, it'd be so funny to do a podcast on there in the summer. But then I looked and it turns out there is a Christmas streetcar. So we got to hit that up.
I think we have to. It'd be awesome. We have to try figure out this audio first. It's still our worst nightmare.
But we're getting our studio still built and we don't want to bring in guests just yet. We're kind of taking baby steps because it's got to be a solid space before we kind of introduce that out.
Yeah, we are not bringing in guests we admire and then be like, if you could see our setup right now, it is comical.
I know.
Comical. There's so many times I've walked in and been like, I just want it's not working. But we are getting there and we are slowly building to it, but good space has definitely had us covered. So that's where our little booth is in.
And we're building a community here. It's been so awesome.
Yes, talk about this.
Yeah, new tenants coming in every week that we're meeting. And it's been so nice. I was laughing today because our pal Dev brought the old school home and away tabletop or 4 tops to the lunchroom. And Ciara and I have never had a lunchroom. I mean, think back. I feel like we've always spent our time eating at our desk.
Yes, or you quickly sneak out to lemongrass pho down the street, grab it
out
and absolutely shovel it down in your car. But like to be able to also not indulge, I must say, there is a pierogi spot that went in below us, and this is danger. Like danger times 10.
And by the way, Ciara is Ukrainian in case you didn't get the memo, and it's pretty obvious. You're very through and through Ukrainian.
What do you mean? Okay, let me backtrack a bit about this. So I was once asked to host an Oilers game on Ukrainian night, and I got there, and they're like, yeah, so like you can speak Ukrainian, right?
No.
Yeah. I was like,
why would they assume that?
And I was like,
that's
no,
bad.
well, no hate at them, but I'm like, I hate to break this to you, but like, no, I'll just be speaking English on the mic. So then we had a dancing pierogi with me all night who was like in costume.
That sounds like a good time.
And it was, but now this dancing pierogi, full circle, is the one that's downstairs.
You're lying.
No, that's the company. So they have
have
pierogies, they have sausage, sauerkraut. I love that.
You love the sauerkraut and the what, bratwurst, or is that no? That's German.
I love sausage with mustard
sausage.
sauerkraut.
Hey, when you get it at the Christmas markets this year?
Yes, I
miss. Sorry, what's your Ukrainian last name?
What?
So how do you pronounce it? How do you properly? Do you know how to properly pronounce it?
I can't tell you. You're gonna call it. Yes, it's Yaschuk.
Ciara Dawn Yaschuk. I think that sounds better, actually.
Yeah, but Dawn is the most Saskatchewan name, and then it's Yaschuk.
Yaschuk, Miss Yaschuk.
No, but
we takes you up a notch a little, actually.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We definitely will be having schnitzel though at
I don't.
Yes, you will. Oh no, I don't eat
chicken.
meat.
I don't eat chicken.
Sorry, I forgot. Sometimes the odd little steak bite, but that's only on a good day.
No bueno, I gotta. Like
she can't eat her chickens,
right? Trust me.
At the Fort Edmonton Christmas market.
Yes, that's so fun.
So that I believe starts this weekend, next weekend.
Oh, nice.
But
and there's lots there. Like what? Skating rink, mulled wine.
Yeah. Oh, the mulled wine. There's like this tent and you can head in there. There's live music. They've got like dim sum, ramen, the Ukrainian booth, of course. Also what is that called where you pour
Cabana Secla.
maple syrup on the ice.
Watch,
Yeah.
it's like not even called that. I just remember doing it in elementary school where they roll up in like a trailer.
Yeah.
And they
Yes,
put it on ice
that's what
in
they
the
have.
trough.
Yes.
That's so awesome. Even though it's quite sweet, but it's so fun.
Oh, are you kidding? So is this hot chocolate. But it's so fun.
Hey, what's your most romantic, like favorite romantic thing to do? Like when you go to a market or like the holidays? I know you like your Hallmark movies. So like what is like your dream Hallmark movie to live? Putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Skating, or I know you have a name.
No, not skating. I hate being cold. Like I hate being freezing cold. Mine would probably be like take me to Aspen to après ski.
Oh my That would be you with like an awesome fur hat.
Yes.
One piece snow.
You just go to Ralph Lauren first. You pick out the full snowsuit. Then you're ripping down the hill. You go in. There's lights, a Christmas tree. Christmas music is playing. Celine Dion's blasted in the background. That's my favorite Christmas album.
That's pretty good.
What about you?
Okay, you're definitely bougier. I'm trying to think. I mean, I was gonna say skating, but I agree. I despise being cold. I have like PTSD from being too cold out skating when I was younger. I would say like almost like a nice snowy walk, and you have, you know what? No, I take it back. You know what's really fun to do?
I know where you're going with this.
But no,
you go.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if you're right. I don't think you are. You pour a little Bailey's in a thermos and with a drink or hot chocolate, and then you pull out the old GT snow racer, head down O'Connor's Hill and have yourself a time, which I guarantee is what you thought I was going to say.
No, I thought you were going to say you wanted to go on a Clydesdale horse.
Oh. What? That sounds fun, but no, what is that exactly?
Yeah, where you go on a sleigh ride.
Okay, a sleigh ride.
They're the nice big horses.
That would be really cute and fun.
We can do that at Fort Edmonton. Let's do it.
We should do that.
If you guys are watching, we're going to come there, okay?
You know what else we're going to do? We're going to hit up some areas and see what the Christmas light selection is this year.
Yeah.
Underrated. I love Christmas
lights. But
lights.
we also want your suggestions. There's so much to do in the city. Yes. So we want to bring you along with us, kind of.
That'd be really fun.
Like an interactive date, but we're all doing it together.
Yeah, you want to do it.
Do you think we should start just going live and just bringing people along?
Eventually, we're going to have to. And then we can, I don't know.
What do the kids call it these days? Twitch?
The Twitch, you stream it. We'll just stream. Maybe we'll stream from the outside perspective. People really need to see this crazy setup, and they would be entertained, or even us getting ready for the pod. We also might be doing, I mean, when we start doing all locations, there's some really fun, exciting stuff coming. And trust me, stick around for it.
Don't jinx it.
I know, we're just trying to.
Anytime I put my hand out, look at how big my hand looks.
I can't. Is it like the pies coming out? The chocolate? No, even the chocolate makes them come out?
I don't know.
What do you call it? What is it called again?
My mitts?
Yeah, the mitts. No, what's again? The Reynolds?
Hey, if you're going to be with me every day, you better figure this out. You're my
Let's see if we can
go at this point.
Every podcast figure out a way to bring up the name Reynolds.
No, let's not do that. Thank you very much. But last but not least, again, we thank you for your cooperation as per always.
You mean your support? Yeah.
No, cooperation with the sound and all of this. It's been like you and I get quite frustrated sometimes, not at each other, but
no, I mean,
it's a work in progress. And also, we've just decided we're going to hire some professional.
Should have maybe done that 2 months ago, but we also threw this together quite last minute when everything came about. We set a goal of when, and also it's been fun. It's good to learn, and it's leading us to different things, and I think it makes it way more fun and authentic. Plus, I think it's good. I want to have some deep chats. Because at some point it's going to be only guests and a lot of guests and just busy. It's just I mean, there's some podcasts that literally have one person talking the entire time. And
they've made it, I've checked, like 150 episodes in. So
don't worry, it won't go that long, but still, like, we get to have the chats and share with you our lives and some personal stuff, which is what we want to do. Well, not what I want to do, but I have to now. I have no choice.
She will want to do it. Once she gets to do it, you it's like a thrill. You're like, oh, what can I tell you today that's really going to shock people? It's almost like you want to tell the story for the shock factor. I feel like that's what I've been doing my entire life, just shocking people. Tell them a story and they're like,
you do live for the shock factor. And surprisingly, as open book as you are, there's still a lot of great stories and things people don't know. Myself,
well, thank God. I call myself that cat with 9 lives. I'm teetering on like 8 3/4.
But they're entertaining lives. And never a dull moment. What do you call it? Better than being a hamburglar, or what is it?
No, a nothing burger.
Not the hamburger.
No.
That you don't want to be that either.
You'd rather be an agent of chaos
Yes.
than a nothing burger where
Or
you
a
have
snooze fest.
a burger or a bun, a patty, and
Or a
another
dirt
bun on top, and you smash it, and who wants to eat that?
There's so many words that I feel like we've used growing up. Like I definitely overuse the word dirt ball, dirt bag, sleaze bucket.
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this. I would just say head outside and kick rocks if I didn't, but that's so moose jaw. Like,
That's so much.
anyways, let's just.
That is like old school, like something your grandpa would say to people. But good for you.
I don't know.
Wholesome.
Anyways, that's it for today. Episode 4 concluded. Hard to believe we made it this far.
Yeah.
I honestly thought we weren't going to get here at one point.
Hey, we're having a good time. It's a fun ride, and let's keep on rolling.
We are. That was our off-air talks. I'm Ciara Yaschuk.
Thanks for taking this conversation off air. I'm Lisa MacGregor.
See you soon.
Bye.